I'm Jesse Simmons.
I'm Braeden Sloan.
And this is Catching Up with the Gatemen. Once again, I'm Jesse Simmons here with Braeden Sloan, left-handed pitcher from Texas Christian University. And we're here on an off day. Normally we would throw, but Braeden is here and we're just going to chill before our game and talk a little bit about you and a little bit about baseball. So it's awesome to have you on here today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
Yeah, so we'll jump right into it. As soon as we get here, May 21st, Big 12 tournament. You, through 4 innings, were able to shut down West Virginia University, and a team that ended up, winning a regional this year, and a team that was very successful, but you were able to lock them down for your team in a crucial situation. There's a video that floated around that you have seen before already that got a lot of views already on social media. Sam White, who happens to be a Gatemen teammate now, hit a ball 98 miles an hour back up the middle, and you were able to the little ninja catch it. It looked like a little fight or flight moment. Tell me a little bit about that, and have you talked to him about that since you've been teammates here?
Yeah, we have. So I was told a day in advance I would be the first one to come out of the bullpen, so I was a little bit ready for it. And it was a big game, so it was exciting, a little nerve-wracking, but ended up luckily being able to do good. And then, first batter of the game was Sam White hitting the line drive right back at me. And he got here and I was like, hey, I think you were the guy that hit the line drive at me. And he was like, I think I was. So yeah, it was funny. It was a good little moment to finally meet him and talk to him, be on the same team for once.
Absolutely. No, I think it's kind of a good way to coexist here in the Cape too.
Yeah.
But we'll go back to that game, so right after the game, I watched the post-game presser. You immediately recognize your faith and how much it means to you. On Instagram, you have 2 things in your bio. It's TCU and follower of Christ. Take me a little bit about that. What does Jesus mean to you? And especially talking about him after the game, giving him automatic recognition.
Yeah, I mean, that's the reason I'm doing what I'm doing is, one, just to glorify Jesus in all things I do, but also he was the one that provided me with the tools to be able to do what I'm doing. And so, this is an awesome game and it brings joy to so many people, including myself. But in the grand scheme of things, it really holds no weight in comparison to how important faith is and how crucial it is in your life.
Right.
And so that's why I give my glory to him and I try to glorify him on the field, because I know that if I can use this game, which he created, to bring light to him and to show more people who he is and show more people Christ's love, and that's the main purpose that I play the game.
Absolutely. Even the conversations we've had, we know how much faith aligns with both of our beliefs and how it's carried us both on and off the field. How is TCU in turn with that? How is TCU? Not many people know that Texas Christian University was what TCU means. That's outside of the area. What does it mean to you? How have they helped you build as a person and a player that carries, on and off the field as well?
Yeah, there are a lot of phenomenal resources there. One being our team chaplain was a former baseball player, Mitchell Traver, and I'm super close with him and his family, and he just helps me a ton, mentoring me. Obviously, he's a bit further along, so he's been through a lot of the same things I have, and just super knowledgeable, answering a lot of questions. And then I'm also part of the FCA, which is the Fellowship of Christian Athletes, and there's a bunch of great resources just helping you, guiding you, showing you what it means to follow Jesus each and every day. So those have been 2 just awesome resources that TCU has provided me. Yeah,
other resources too. Is there anybody you'd like to give a shout out to, maybe at TCU or even here, maybe like your roommate, Tate McGuire? You guys have been able to share the summer together. Is there anybody you've kind of been able to lean on to this summer and at TCU that you want to give a shout out to by chance?
Yeah, I'll give a shout out. Tate McGuire, my roommate here, Cole Lehman, those are my boys. Yeah, right over there.
As we have a crowd piling in right here.
It's not a full shout out. They are sitting right there though. And then my roommate back at TCU, Cole Klecker, Tim Reynolds, Chase Hoover, those are my tight guys. I mean, obviously you're super tight with everyone, but those are the guys I spend most of my time with, and just leaning on them. Ups and downs are always there to support me and be my little crew.
Absolutely, as we have a little crew kind of followed up here right now. But with that too, so baseball is a game of failure, and there's things that baseball, as hard as it is on the field, is there something you've gone through off the field that has helped you carry the way you hold yourself on the field and be able to just forget about what the outside world is and play while you get on that mound and be able to focus in on a hitter?
Yeah, I mean, kind of baseball related. I've had a couple injuries, a couple surgeries, and so just going through that adversity helps prepare me for the adversity that I'll face on the field, just because it is a game of failure. And then really just the more adversity you face, the more comfortable you get in those moments where you have to go through it again. So those are probably just a couple things that have happened in my life that have just helped guide me to be the person I am. And then also just letting you be thankful for when you're actually on the field and healthy, and not taking that for granted, because it comes and goes, you know.
Yeah, and you know, as it comes and goes, you are coming and going here from the Gatemen. We're appreciative for the time we've had you. You know, as you go home, give me some like short-term goals and long-term goals you see the rest of the summer as you go home. As the draft is just around the corner, you're going home to train. What are some things that you have in mind?
Yeah, there's a couple mechanical fixes I'm looking to work on. One would just be staying back over my backside a little bit more. I tend to get a little bit too far forward and losing like some power and output there. And then just cleaning up my arm action, kind of get too far backwards, and so just cleaning that up to help it be more repeatable and more accurate.
Yeah, and I mean, that too, it's a good way to be able to get home and, you know, reset. You did throw a lot of innings this year with TCU. You've made a good impact here with the Gatemen. As your time has come to a close and you send a little farewell, do you have one last message to players that, you know, are here in the Cape, teammates you've been able to share with, you know, roommates you've been able to live with at a host family, and potential players that want to come back here in this summer and the coming summers? What's your message to them in the Cape Cod Baseball League?
Yeah, I mean, obviously the Cape Cod's a prestigious league for a reason. You get to come here, compete against the best of the best. My host family's been awesome, and then the players have been awesome as well, and that's kind of what shapes your experience. Like, it's fun to compete, but these are the guys you make lifelong memories with, and scattered across different schools, so whenever you play them, you get a chance to reconnect. So I would say it's an awesome opportunity to come out here and just be out here with guys, learning more from them, making memories, and just competing against the best.
That's right.
Yeah.
Braeden Sloan, awesome to have you on today. I'm
Thanks for
Jesse
having me.
Simmons, once again back another episode of Catching Up with the Gatemen.